Kevin O'Leary's top 5 investments on Shark Tank. Hey guys, today we're going to list Kevin O'Leary's top 5 investments on Shark Tank. Let's get right into it. Number 5. Benji Lock, $200,000 for 15% equity. In 2014, Robbie Cabral was down on his luck. He tells CNBC's halftime report, "I was working my normal job and sadly I got laid off." He then added, "The same day I got laid off, my daughter was born." Then, while at the gym, he had an epiphany. Why isn't there a lock that can be opened not only with a fingerprint, but also with a traditional key? He reasoned that it would be a more convenient and secure upgrade than standard analog locks. That thought inspired him to create Benji Lock, a patented product that does exactly that. He took his award-winning invention from the annual Consumer Electronics Show to ABC's Shark Tank. As Robbie Cabral hoped to close a deal with his product, it immediately drew the Shark's attention and landed the deal with Kevin O'Leary. The product has proven to be an excellent deal for O'Leary, as the company has expanded its lines of business and has a $4 million estimated value. Number 4. Love Pop, $300,000 for 15% equity. Love Pop has grown tremendously since signing a deal with Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary in Season 7. What began as a project inspired by a trip to Vietnam has now grown into an incredible company employing over 800 people. Wambi Rose and John Wise, the founders of Love Pop, met while studying to be naval architects at Webb Institute. Following graduation, the pair traveled to Vietnam, where they discovered incredible handcrafted paper cards. They returned to Boston and placed the cards in the hands of friends, family, and strangers while watching. The first time someone opened a card and saw the paper sculpture revealed became their obsession, and Love Pop was born. In late 2014, Rose and Wise launched Love Pop from the Harvard Innovation Lab. Since then, they've been named to the 2015 Techstars class, nominated by Bostino for 50 on Fire, and appeared on Season 7 of Shark Tank, where Kevin Mr. Wonderful O'Leary became an investor. The product had a deal with Kevin O'Leary, and the company had already made $40 million in revenue. Number 3. Certificate, $600,000 for 19% equity. Certificate, run by blogger and mother Jamie Ratner, is one of the best deal websites for parents. She was a Groupon customer and advertiser, which prompted her to launch a clone of the site, citing the same family-friendly deals. She and her husband, Brian Ratner, pitched their business on Shark Tank and received $600,000 for 8% of their company. Instead, they received a 19% equity offer from Kevin O'Leary. Kevin and Certificate did in fact finalize their agreement, and the company has used some of the funds to expand to new regions across the United States. Because of the nature of the COVID-19 pandemic, the company was forced to halt operations until the pandemic ended. They recently reopened and restarted their platform and website. Kevin appears to have repaid a reasonable portion of his investment, whereas Jamie and Brian appear to have successfully grown their business and re-established themselves by generating millions of dollars in revenue in 2021. Number 2. Boost Oxygen, $1 million for 6.25% of equity. Rob Nooner founded Boost Oxygen, a supplemental oxygen company, in 2007 after realizing canned oxygen was a big seller in European markets. He began using canned oxygen to give him extra energy when he was jet-lagged and competing in triathlons out of curiosity. Given the popularity of canned oxygen in other markets, Rob and his business partner Mike Grice seek assistance with retail expansion in Season 11. They were looking for a $1 million investment for 5% of the company. However, Kevin has made an offer of a $1 million loan at 9% interest and 7.5% of equity in the company. After much haggling, they were able to close the deal with 6.25% equity and the loan of 7.5% interest. Business has been booming since Boost Oxygen's appearance on Shark Tank. Rob and Mike's company is now available in over 30 national retailers across the country, including CVS, Base Pro Shops, and Dick's Sporting Goods, as well as on Amazon. Rob and Mike appeared on a short update segment on Season 12, Episode 23 of Shark Tank, sharing that they made over $15 million in sales since their Shark Tank pitch. They have also increased their retail presence in the United States from 4,000 to 8,000 stores, including chains such as Walmart and Kroger. Number 1. Zips, $2.5 million for 10% equity. Zips, by Andrew McMurray, is a 613-episode single-serving wine pitched on the tank. Andrew is looking for $2.5 million in exchange for 10% ownership of the company. Kevin O'Leary rose to his feet and began peppering Andrew with questions. The Sharks inquire as to how Andrew's Zips differs from other options. Zips has a 1-year shelf life, according to Andrew. After Kevin asked too many questions, he offered him a $2.5 million deal with a 10% commission if he would get them into Costco. Andrew went out to his partner and explained the value. When Andrew returns, he accepts the offer, making it the most lucrative transaction in Shark Tank history. According to Odyssey, after the episode, the investors must re-verify the claims made by the entrepreneurs on camera and agree on the terms of the investment once more, and some on-camera handshakes never materialize into deals on paper. One of the Sharks, Damon John, estimated that 60 to 80% of the deals made in the show's first 7 seasons, implying that many silver screen handshakes don't go any further.